Well, after returning from Europe, they put on Fall Brawl. It takes place September 18th, 1994, 2 days before your birthday in 94. The day of my birthday in 94, I would have, 17 I'd have been. Roanoke, Virginia. 6,500 fans attend the event. 5,200 of these fans were paid. The gate for the event was $61,000. Let's break this down a little bit, beginning with the last match of Cactus Jack. And during our July coverage, I mentioned that Cactus had become increasingly frustrated, Arn, with WCW and his position with the company. He and Kevin Sullivan lose their tag titles at Bash at the Beach, and then they lost the subsequent rematch as well. Of course, Cactus and Sullivan blamed each other for the loss, leading to this loser leaves town match at this pay-per-view. This match only goes 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Even though Cactus had turned heel in the weeks leading up to the event, the fans in Roanoke cheered the man from Truth or Consequences, and Sullivan actually got the heel reaction despite being positioned as the babyface. Our fans aren't stupid. Yes, Kevin Sullivan, the devil himself, was supposed to be the good guy in this one. Cactus took a bunch of signature bumps, including one where Sullivan body slammed him in the middle rope from the middle rope to the concrete floor. The finish comes when Cactus charged Kevin, who moved, and Cactus hit Dave Sullivan, which allowed Kevin Sullivan to get the win with a roll-up. Cactus never returns to WCW. He goes to Japan, ECW, and eventually Mick Foley goes to WWE, where he enjoys most of his success. He becomes a 3-time world champion. We've talked about how Cactus would not have necessarily fit within the company led by Hulk Hogan at this point. So you got to say, probably Cactus leaving here was probably the best decision he ever made for his career, wouldn't you say?
Ballsy move, but he knew what he brought to the table, and sometimes you have to bet on yourself.
Not only did Cactus bet on himself, Arn, but just 6 or 7 months later, Steve Austin follows suit, leaves the company for ECW and then WWF. And Simon C. wants to know, he said, I know Mr. Anderson respects Mick Foley as a human being, but does Arn think the risk that Cactus Jack took with his own body had an overall detrimental impact to the wrestling industry?
No, but I think he beat his body up to a degree that, and the first time, that I witnessed him taking these bumps and off the apron to the floor on his back and all that stuff, I went up to him and I said, it's a famous conversation. I said, Jesus Christ, Cacti, you ain't got no sense. He said, no, Mr. Anderson, I don't have any money.
Oh my God.
That says it all, don't it?
Yeah. And for him, the ability to make the most money was doing what he was doing to his body.
He had dug out a ditch that nobody could follow. It would have killed anybody else to take the bumps. I mean, if you take a bump from the apron to the cement floor, there's a pretty good chance you're going to break your back.
Oh, yeah.
Break your neck, break your back, knock your hip out, whatever it may be. I couldn't have took that bump. And he was willing to do that because he saw a niche where he could create his own, whatever word I'm looking for.
He created his own brand, his own style.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yep. And he was willing to beat his body up to do it.